Okay, we can speak now to a former member of France 24's fold who worked with us in our production office. Anne-Sophie de Chaisemartin happened to be with friends close to one of the bars targeted that November night, the Belle Equipe. She was able to use the first aid skills that she acquired as a field television producer to help those injured. And as you can see, she's with me now here in the studio. Thank you so much for coming in to talk to us here on France 24. We are, of course, coming up to another anniversary of these terror attacks. How are you feeling now, nearly 6 years since this bloodshed occurred?
I'm feeling confused. What happened that night came back a few weeks ago. On that night, we are with friends. We are very close from La Belle Equipe terrace. We suddenly hear very loud noises. A first one, a second one, a third one. We don't know what it is. So we start getting closer to the scene, and then we witness all of those people lying down. And something very strange happened to me. I still remember this crazy silence around us because we were the first ones on the scene, civilians, neighbors, shopkeepers. And as soon as I realized that my friends, my family are safe, I discovered something that was very unexpected inside of me. I remember that I was trained for that, actually at France 24. And I think you have to help them. You have to save those people. You have to do something. So I start acting like a machine, and I start helping everyone that I could. You see a bullet wound here, do this. You see a chest wound there, do that. She needs help, he needs help, and you try to save as many as you can. And it became the obsession of that night. Save them all, save everyone. Of course, I couldn't. But how do I feel today? It's all coming back to me. Those memories, it took me 6 years to realize that even a first responder, a civilian like myself, who was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, was also a victim. So today is it's a very difficult day.
And just on that point, as this huge trial, this very important trial begins here in Paris, what are you hoping that these proceedings might achieve?
6 years ago, I would have said, I'm waiting for nothing. Today, I need some answers. Those memories, the smell of death, of horror, the screaming, all of those memories, I put them in a box for 6 years, and I just carried on with my life. I'm a very happy woman. I'm very active. I love what I do. I love my wife. I love my family. But today, this box is coming back. I have to take it out. I have to look at it, and I'm facing it all again. So I realized today that I need some answers. I need Salah Abdeslam to talk. I hope he'll talk. I doubt he'll talk, but I need some facts, and I need justice to be served.
And you're also still undecided about whether you will be taking part in this trial.
Absolutely, I'm not sure. I have until today, if I'm not wrong, but I need answers. I think we all need answers, and am I capable of looking at them, of seeing them, hearing them? I'm not sure yet, so I still have a few hours to decide.
Now, in the aftermath of the attacks, you went on to set up or create a collective to get more people involved or trained in first aid. Tell us about that.
As soon as after the attacks, I realized that I managed to do what I did because I was trained. I got rid of the questions, the guilt, feeling guilty about what would have happened if I made different decisions. Did I do well? What would have happened if I had been trained more? And I realized that in France, we are very late in those training, in making those training accessible. If you look at Norway, for example, 90% of the population is trained. kids at school from 5 years old, they know which emergency number they have to dial. At 6 or 7, they know how to use a tourniquet. They know how to put their little friends in a recovery position. In France, I think we're about 30 to 35%. So we built that collective with neighbors, with shopkeepers, civilians that helped that night with me. Some of them became friends in order to make those trainings accessible and ask the authorities and the French government to help people and help people be prepared. Taxi drivers, pharmacists, you, me, everyone, the civilians that are always the first responders when it happens.
Now, you were able to help several people outside La Belle Equipe on that November night. Have you been able to trace any of them? Are you still in touch with those that you helped?
The feelings with other people when you survive those horror chapters of your life are very ambivalent. I became extremely close to 2 or 3 people right after. I couldn't spend a day without having news from them. We always had to, remember, talk about it and talk about something else as well. Talk about life, about the future. I'm still in touch with an American woman. We don't speak a lot, but whenever we speak, it is extremely strong, and I'm very proud to be in touch with her. And I think it's a feeling that I will never lose.
And just very, very quickly to end with, if you could say something to the men, the 20 men that are standing trial this Wednesday for assisting those that carried out this bloodshed, what would you say to them?
You didn't win anything, and we are still standing up. And the fact that you attacked France like that and other countries, you lost.
Okay, Anne-Sophie de Chaisemartin, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us here on France 24. Thank you so much.
Thank you.